Good evening. Welcome to the Mount Holly Township Council meeting on February 23rd, 2015. We have a call to order, please.
Calling the roll, Mr. Brown.
Present.
Mr. DeFalco.
Present.
Mr. Jones.
Present.
Ms. Sykes.
Present.
Mr. Thiessen.
Here.
There is a quorum.
If everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for a moment's silence. Thank you. Please be seated. The verification notice, please.
This meeting is being held pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act of 1974, and all provisions of that act have been met with adequate notice of this meeting having been published in the Township's 2 official newspapers on January 12, 2015, published on the Township's website, and posted on the official Township bulletin board.
Thank you. Communications. I'll see on here. Go over that. Next, we have the approval of the February 9th, 2015 regular council meetings. Do we have any comments, corrections on that? If not, is there action on the minutes?
Move to approve. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Sykes.
Yes.
Ms.
Oh, I abstain. Excuse me, I abstain.
Mr. Thiessen.
Yes.
Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco.
Yes.
Motion carries 4 with 1 abstention.
Next, we have an ordinance on second reading by title only and a public hearing. This is ordinance 2015-1, an ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank. At this time, I'll open up this ordinance to the public. Those who have any comments or questions regarding this ordinance, please stand up and state your name and address for the record, and we can discuss the ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits. Seeing none, I'm going to close the public portion of this meeting. We'll have the ordinance hearing and bring it back to council for any comments regarding the second reading of the ordinance.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Sykes.
Yes.
Mr. Thiessen.
Yes.
Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
On to section 9, matters to be presented by public. Members of the public are invited to submit comments during the public comment portion of this meeting. The council pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act will not publicly discuss personnel matters and may choose not to respond to comments made by members of the public during this portion of the meeting. However, the council will give all comments appropriate consideration and will refer all individual complaints to the township manager or appropriate township representative for resolution. Each citizen will be allotted up to 5 minutes to speak in order to allow everyone an opportunity to express their opinions or their concerns. At this time, the public portion of this meeting is now open. Those wishing to speak, please raise your hand. I'll call you up. State your first name, last name for the record, and address, and you may proceed. Mr. Paul Bracy.
Good evening. Paul Bracy, 12 Regency Drive, Mount Holly. There's several items I'd like to talk about. The first thing I would like to say, however, is I do stand by the letter that appeared in the County Times. However, the truth of the matter is that's West Hampton's problem, and certainly not Mount Holly's. And I stand by everything I say, and everything I ever say. I say with documentation, or I won't waste your time. What I'd like to do is address the Fire Commission's election. It concerns me when you have close to $700,000 in expenditures on a budget, and that budget is decided by 27 people. See, my problem is this, knowing that all districts, all communities do not have fire districts. In fact, I'm a Burlington boy. I come from a long history of firefighting. In fact, my Uncle Slim was the all-chiefs in Burlington City. And if you know anything about Burlington City, they have a long history of exemplary firefighting. And at one time they had 6 fire stations, and in fact I think they still have 4. They don't have a fire commission. The all-chiefs, and a board of trustees that are elected by the all-encompassing fire departments to determine the budget. I find it really hard to believe how 27 folks, 2 fire commissioners, which may or may not have a background in budgets, may or may not even have a background in fire safety for that matter, when you run unopposed, what are the qualifications for the position? So what I urge this council to do is step beyond the creation of fire commissions, because quite frankly, they're now being scrutinized throughout the state of New Jersey, and many are also being eliminated. Step beyond that and do what is righteous. It's my understanding the original creation of the fire commission created a strife between Relief Fire Company, which is a proud company to serve this community for years. It's time to terminate fire commissions. Excuse me, I stand corrected. It's time to terminate the Mount Holly Fire Commission. It serves no real purpose. And when 27 people decide a budget close to $700,000, is anybody home? I'm also concerned about an issue that is surfaced within the Recreation Department. What I'm going to do tonight is something I've been pushing, as the mayor knows, for over 3 years, a use of risk program that will clearly transform your most difficult youth in Mount Holly. I don't have to say it, I prove it, you'll see it, you'll know it. I await an opportunity to implement this program. However, the concern is this. I was involved for years with one of our recreations program, which is still one of the best in the state. Always has been. I'm not sure what's going on when you have someone running a recreation program, someone else that is director of recreation, and all of a sudden, one program stops. I haven't heard anything about the quality of recreation. I proposed a therapeutic wrestling program that would target your most difficult youth in Mount Holly 3 years ago. I sent the proposal, which I'm going to hand deliver tonight, to your recreation director. I haven't heard squat since. Now, I don't understand that, particularly considering that that's a population I gravitated to, and I coached two state champions, a high school All-American, and implemented the Rancocas Valley Middle Schools program at Hopon with a great deal of success. But I still don't understand why I haven't heard anything. But I know tonight, oh, and by the way, I offered to do this gratis. It's not about the money with me, it's about the opportunity to prove how you can redirect delinquent youth. I'm sure after tonight I'll leave these with each member and there'll be some response. Again, my time is free. My director of wrestling is a New Jersey state champion, wrestler at Brown University, and is in a current South Jersey Hall of Fame. We're ready. We know what we can do. I'm just waiting for a ring-a-ding-ding. And the one last thing that concerns me is this. And Mayor DeFalco, I think it's great that you're running for freeholder. Because as you know, sir, we have 12 properties in Mount Holly that are owned by the county of Burlington and are not tax rateables. I'm sure you know that. But what does trouble me is the most recent property is the one on Rancocas Road. If I could please have 15 minutes, I'm done with my comments. The one on Rancocas Road was the UEZ funded project. That was negotiated by Terra Associates, and the principal owner of Terra Associates is Robert Silcox, a prominent Burlington County Republican contributor. He made a nice piece of change off of the sale of that property. Yet, from the sale date and forever and a day to the 12th and ever, Mount Holly Township will not reclaim 1 penny. I think shared services are in order. I've heard the freeholders talk about shared services all the time, sir. And you're running for freeholder. What a great opportunity to get the freeholders to cover leaf removal, snow removal, and you know what? We have transit coming in and out of Mount Holly. They should be able to repair those roads as well. I would call that shared service.
We can definitely talk offline. Absolutely. I'd be interested to.
I think it's something that's well past its time, sir.
Yeah, thanks.
And I do hope, and this is one for Director of Recreation, but he got one 3 years ago.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I have somewhere else to go. I'm not being rude. Thank you.
Anyone else like to speak tonight? No? Hearing no others, we'll close the public portion of the meeting. We'll go into the consent agenda. There will be resolution 2015-38, the resolution 2015-40, including the approval of department reports, the approval of the taxi cab owner licenses, E and F, and that is it. Is there action on that consent agenda?
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Sykes?
Yes.
Mr. Thiessen?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Next, we have resolution 2015-35. This is a resolution appointing a township conflict prosecutor, Shalia Ellington. Is there action on that resolution?
So moved.
Second?
No second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Sykes?
Yes.
Mr. Thiessen?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Matters to be presented by the manager.
Yes, sir, thank you.
George? Council? Lou? Jason?
Just remind everybody about the St. Patty's Day Parade coming up, not this weekend, next weekend. The 7th, March 7th. We also have the 5K. The family fun walk beforehand, please register. That helps the recreation department.
Ready?
Yeah.
I did the run 1 year and almost died. I'm out of shape, honestly. I can't run. I can't run now. I'll be doing the walk, not the run. But yeah, please come out, support the community. It's gonna be a good day. Hoping that weather is nice, the parade's gonna be nice. A lot of good people are gonna be in this year, so. Good family event. Aside from that, our next meeting is on March 9th, 2 days after the parade, at 7 p.m. Got nothing else further? Is there a motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.